Hey, what's up, everyone? It's me, Joel, back at the job. Just had a trying class just now, and it made me want to post something, made me want to think about or express some of my concerns about, like you read in the thumbnail, the ability to respect. Sometimes when I see the children trying to play something or do something, because I teach music, at least for now, I teach music, and I have some children that speak English, some speak Creole, some speak Spanish. And at times, the children who speak Spanish can get whatever I want to play on the instrument faster than those who speak English. And this is something that it's really frustrating for me. I speak English and I wonder why people from other countries come here and do better than Americans sometimes, not all the time. But it seems like immigrants come and they'll do better. Now, I'm not for opening the border. Trust me, I'm not that. I'm a conservative. For those of you who get mad about that, you get mad about it. But they seem to come over here and they have a better perspective on who they are or the possibilities. And like you read it in the thumbnail, I was talking about respect. They have respect for themselves. They have the ability to respect themselves. And when I say respect, a lot of times we figure, whenever I ask my children or even grown-ups, we we don't know what it really means. They give me examples of it. They say stuff like respect your parents. They actually define the word with the word. Respect your parents, or they might give an example like opening a door for someone. Well, I came up with two definitions. The first one is treat someone or something the way it's supposed to be treated. The next one was like the word suggests. I broke it apart. Respect. Re meaning again, and spect means to look. Look it up yourself. The ability to look again. Sometimes some of my students have the ability that, or have the same issue that we have as grown-ups. They see us as this is how I am and this is what I'll always be. They don't have the ability to look at themselves as something greater. They don't have the ability to look at some. Actually, no, they do have the ability, but they just refuse to actually put themselves within the mindset to think I can do better. That's why when I'm teaching stuff on the instruments here, some of the Spanish kids do better than some of the English speaking kids because they're in the mind of constant respecting, constantly looking again, because they can't understand my English words clearly. They have to physically keep looking at others. They have to keep looking at and reassessing, what am I seeing? What am I looking at? Okay, I look over here, I pick this up. I look over here, I pick this up, and even though I'm not quite understanding what he's saying, I see his movements. I see what he's asking me for, and they get it faster than the kids who speak English. Not all the time, not all the time. But those children that speak English, just like some of us who speak English, the grown-ups, we lost the ability to look around and respect and look again at our lives and think, where are we? Where are we going? What am I doing? Are we really going to the purpose of what we're here for? The ability to respect takes us back to purpose. What's the purpose? Like this pen, what's the purpose? I respect this pen by treating it like a pen. I don't respect it by banging it or throwing it. The ability to respect brings us back to purpose. And some of us, we don't believe that we're from God. We don't believe that we're made in the image of God. That's why we treat ourselves like trash. That's why we treat ourselves like garbage. What do you mean like garbage? That's why some of us are fat. That's why some of us run through so many women because we don't know what our purpose is. That's why some of us run through so many men because we don't know what our purpose is. That's why some of us smoke and drink because we don't know what our purpose is. Our body wasn't made for fire and for smoke. but yet we still do it because we lost respect for ourselves. We lost the ability to look again and say, what am I made for? What were we made for? Respecting is not that hard, because when you respect, you have to come to the point, will you believe what you see or will you not believe it? And it depends on where you are. That will drive your response. I read a quote in the book from 10x. 10x is easier than 2x. I don't want to butcher it. So between stimulus and response, there's a space. And in that space is the power to choose. You have the power to choose freedom from something and freedom to something, or the power to slavery. That's the part I add on to myself. Add on. That's what makes sense to me, because some of us choose our shackles. And some of us, we all do. Because we lost the ability to respect and hold on to the image of what God calls to be. We have to respect constantly. I know I do. Sometimes I lose respect for myself and I have to stop and say, Joel, are you where you're supposed to be? Are you doing what you're supposed to be? No. And it's a shame that it took me so long to actually come to this point. But I guess as you get older, you get more wisdom. But that's why I'm so impressed when I see some of my students, those that speak Spanish, they get it so much faster than the other kids, because they have the ability to respect. Maybe that's something that we should pick up on, our ability to respect. Look again. Who are you? What are you supposed to be? Are you what you're supposed to be? Look again, and go back to your purpose.